Okay, so here's the Book Creator website. You can also get the Book Creator app on your iPhone, so we can do that, but both will work. And once you start a book, your work will be saved. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go to sign in. You guys will use, because I've used this computer, it's taken me straight to my library. You guys will use your school email and your normal school password. Okay, so you have no books in the library, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to move that, and then we're going to go to the new book on the top right. So we're going to click that. So remember, you guys have a choice of how you want to do your book. Okay, so there's no right or wrong. We've got the different sizes here, excuse me, but we can also create your book as a comic. Okay, so probably involves a little bit more work, but I'm happy for you guys to do that. So we're going to just click on landscape, and so now we have got our basic book. Okay, I am just going to move this across because this is the controls I need. So when we click add an item, okay, you're going to see all this thing that's going to pop up. So we import. So this is where you can import photos or pictures. Camera, if you want to film or take a shot of yourself. Pen, you can actually scribe in there. If you want to put text, or then you can record your voice as well. If we go to shapes, we have these as well. If I click on this middle one, this is kind of like your background. So if you want a black background for your book, you will choose that. Okay. If I scroll down, I kind of like these. We've got these instant patterns. Okay. So that says recent because these are some of the ones that I've used in the past. Okay. If you just don't want a plain background. Comics. So again, you can have one of these as your background as well, and it's just purely a matter of left clicking on it on the mouse, and it will come up. So I'm going to go back and get out of that, and I'm going to scroll down. So paper, if we want a grid or graph paper, so you have those options there, and I just click the back button there. Borders, so if you just want to put a border on your book, we can, so I'll keep that. Okay, but actually, I like that. I think this might work better for what I want to do. So that's if you want to put a border in. And patterns, okay. Again, so that'll be your whole background if you just click on it. Okay, so it's pretty easy to use. And then textures. So here is this, the old parchment type of paper. If you wanted to do this, depends on what you're trying to achieve, so you get some cool backgrounds there. Okay, instead of, if you don't want just a pure white background. Let's, I'm just going to keep this. Okay, so this is a cover of my book. Okay. If I go back up here, okay, so that's all your backgrounds. I'm going to click back here. Now what I want to do is I want to add some text. Okay. So I just type in, then done, and there it is there. Okay, so if I click on that, you can see I can bold it. So if I highlight it, it will bold. If I want to use italics, it will do that. If I want to underline it, if I want to actually add a link, you can do that. So if there's a web page you want me to go and look at, because this will be your book, you can add a link to that. Okay, and done. So what I can do is I just click and I can drag it to wherever I want. Okay, now if you don't like that, okay, cancel there and import. What we can do now is we're going to add an image. So I can add a map, files, anything from your Google Drive, or you can put a hyperlink in there. So if I go to files, it's going to pick up ones that I have kind of got on my, where are we? We can go here. Okay, so I can actually just click on an image and open, and there it is there. Okay, so what I can do is I can click on that, and then I can go to the corner, and that way I can make it smaller, and then I can kind of put it where I want. And see the pink line? That just is telling me that that is centered. Okay, so that's in the center there. Okay. Now, if we go back to here, what I want to do, I have to keep double clicking on that. I'm going to, is that the one I want? There we go. Okay, now that the text is up and I've clicked that, this will highlight. So if I want to make that bigger, which of course I do, I can just keep doing that. But see how it's gone to 2 lines. So if I just drag the side out, then it will be in 1 line. And that way I can just continue. So I'm just clicking on the plus button, but I can grab it here and slide it to what I want. And then once I've got that, you'll see now it's centered there. Okay. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to add more text. And remember, you are an author of the book, so you're going to put your name on the cover there. Okay. And now, so I'm going to click that, and then there's my text option. So I'll get out of that. I want to, oops, sorry, I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to click on that first, highlight that, sorry. Now we go ahead, there's my text option. So if I want to change the color, and did you see that? It automatically will change. So, okay, and I think yellow, I can't see that. So when we're designing our book, just make sure that it's obviously seeable. Think about some basic design. So red, you can kind of see, but I will stick with black. Okay, and then I click the back arrow, and now I can bold it. Okay, but again, I think that's a bit too small, so I'll just blow it up a bit, and I'm just clicking there. If I want to add a shadow to that, I can do that, and it's just a matter of clicking that. If I wanted to move it to the front or back, so it will go, at the moment it's in front, and if I press the other button, generally it will go behind. Okay, that. But where, now it's centered there. So there's my cover. Once you've done that, okay, you're going to go up to here and page, okay, and this is taking me to second page, so I can just click on that, and if I wanted to copy a page, okay, we can do that, move or insert, or you can delete permanently. Yeah, I'm going to delete that. Okay, we go back. If I click this button, this will take me to the next page. So I've got 2 pages in my book so far. If I wanted to add a 3rd page, I just go to the plus button. Now I've got 3 pages. Okay. If I go to the back arrow, I want to go and work on page 2 now. It's the same thing. We're just going to go up to here, and I might add more text. Okay. And this is where you get the headings and that kind of stuff from the assignment sheet, which will be posted in Seesaw, and you'll just copy that down. So for the First Americans, and I'll just save it at that. Okay, so we're going to move it around. Okay, I'll click on that, and now we can deal with, if I want to center it there, okay, we can do that. I want to blow it up, and I'm going to pull this box across, and I'll just keep blowing this up. Okay, would you like to change the color of the font? Where would I go? Do you know where to go to change the color of the font?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just click on that. And then what do I need to do for that now?
Then you could left click anyone you want.
Cool. Do you want to choose a color?
Red.
Cool. Does it look good? Can we see it?
Uh-huh.
Cool. Okay, then we can click out of that, can't we? Okay. Now, if you wanted to center that, can you remember what we need to do for that?
If you want to center it, there's going to be pink lines, and then that's where the center is.
Cool. Okay, so it's pretty easy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, so they're your basic, and then if we want to read the book, you can just go to there. Okay. So we'll press that, and I actually haven't got any text in there, but we do have the cover. And once you do start adding pages, then you can just check it out and keep going along. Now, if we went back here and I go, oh, wait a sec, that looks like it's not centered, that's fine. We just go back up to the top left and it's edit. So now it's going to take us back. Now, this is on page 2, so we just click the back button, and now I can grab that text and I can kind of move it around. Now, the reason why that wasn't centered, the box is centered, but then but the font in the box is not. So I need to go to there and I need to center it, and that's my problem solved with that one. Cool. So they're your basic tools, and once it's kind of finished, let's say this is a finished book, we are going to save it, and I think it is not pages, my books. Okay, so I just click that. So let's just say you've only done 3 pages and you want to go back in. All you'll do is you go edit a book. So when you open up the app again or the website, your book will pop up, and we just click and then we can edit it. Now let's just say we want to save it. I can go down here, book options. Okay, I can import the book, move to library, copy book, combine book, delete book, which we don't want to do. And then I can go to the middle here, and this is where we can publish online or download as an ebook. So when we go to publish online, I've got it set that only people who can read our books are our classroom. Okay, it doesn't go out to public. If I wanted to, we could make it that anybody in the world can see this book, but I don't have that. So it's private to our class only. But we can click on that and publish it. If we want to read the book, we can just go to here and that will take us through that. Okay, you can click on there and it'll actually read to me. The First Americans by Mr. Hunt. Cool. The First Americans. And you've reached the end of the book. Cool. And if that was getting a little bit annoying, we just stop. Okay, and then remember we just click back to go back to the start. So that's a quick tutorial. I will have this presentation up on Seesaw so we can reference it. Obviously you can speak to me and we'll get it sorted and help you out. Cool. Okay, thank you.